Hey everybody, this is Charlie Musselwhite, and you're listening to Athena After Dark. I ain't lying. Thank you, baby.
Hey everybody, welcome to Athena After Dark. How are you this evening? I hope you guys had a great week. I know it was challenging. Easter was fun. We got a great show tonight, great guests. So let's kickstart this baby and get it rolling. All right, so we're going to start out with our small amount of upcoming events. I have to update the calendar and find all the new good stuff that we got going on. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey, I'm in the dark pushing buttons today. All right, so coming up, we got like 19 days. Iron Goddess Motorcycle Show. It is going to be exciting. I'm super fun time. I'm looking forward to it. I have a good friend who is going to be in the show and a lot of ladies who are coming to the show and showing up, so that's cool. And then TMMR. So super excited about that. Okay, so got to get your tickets. There's camping, glamping, RV spots. There's a hotel about 10 miles away. Got to be there. Staying on site is definitely the way to go. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope to see you guys there. BC Moto shows there, HD demos. They have so much. It's on the Loretta Lynn Ranch, and that's in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. So we're counting down. We only got like a month and a half, so hopefully I'll see you guys there. All right, well, let's start out by saying Easter was a really good time. I spent the day at the farm with my kids, which is a wonderful thing. I raced mini bike around the pasture while they raced ATVs, and my grandson fell off of his and ran himself over, but he's okay. It's a small mishap. Happens, I guess. That's how you learn how to balance and do all that stuff. Daryl Layton, hi. Thanks for joining us. I see all you kids out there. He says, can't wait to see Jenny. She comes on at 10:30. Actually should be on here shortly. We're just going to go through a couple of segments, and then we're going to bring her in because the show is really all about the guests. Okay, so again, Easter Sunday. I know it's all about the bunny hop and everything, but I hope everybody said their prayers, understands the resurrection and everything that it means to so many. So I hope you guys had a great Easter. All right, let's keep going with this. We're going to start out with our fan 5 good things. Alrighty. I can do this. Okay, so I have Carrie Ann from Mount Clair. She said, learning your backup technique. That's one of her 5 good things. Okay, Miss Carrie Ann. It's not my backup technique. Actually, Dawn showed me that technique, and I've shared it with thousands of people, and I'm very excited that it works for you. Most of the time, everybody shares. It's leverage points, so it helps. So good on that, and we'll thank Dawn for that. Okay. Joseph, Palos Hills. Oh, that's Illinois. I know where that is. My sister lives there. Okay, meeting my now fiance following the Chicks ride. I do remember this gentleman, and he was actually following a nice young lady that was on our Chicks ride part of the way. I won't give her name, but congratulations. I'm really excited for you guys. All right, next is Road Dog from St. Paul. Miss seeing you at the Donnie Smith show. Oh my goodness. I miss seeing me at the Donnie Smith show too. It's pretty crazy. Weather didn't allow for it, and I dropped the ball. So, but I'm glad you made it, and it's his birthday. So it was his birthday. So it's awesome. Norman from Orlando, riding behind you gals, taking pics in Daytona. I remember that, Norman. Thank you. You should send me some of the pictures. I could put them up here. All right. And then Jillian from Sarasota. I now have my motorcycle license thanks to you. That is the young lady who actually won in the contest for the rider's course, for the HD rider's course. So super cool. That is our fan 5 good things for today. Let's see if I can push that button. Hey, I did it. All right. Yeah, Donnie Smith show. So I really wanted to do a video. I don't sing, but I was going to do like a Marilyn Monroe-esque kind of video and sing happy birthday. Maybe I should try it now, right? Let's see. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Donnie. Happy birthday to you. Not at all how I imagined it, but hey, I did it. So Donnie Smith, that's for you. I love you, and I'm sorry I missed you, and I will see you soon. All right, let's get on with this. You guys all heard of Grease and Gears TV? If you have not heard of Grease and Gears TV, it's the Netflix of motorcycle content. So let's put this up here. All right. If you go to Grease, the letter N, gearstv.com, you will find the most incredible content. You may even see yourself there because so many people absolutely are in there. It's so much content. I can't even tell you. Miss Sunny Ray, I see you. I love you. Yeah, Donnie Smith's birthday. Okay, so you got to check it out. It's definitely worth it. You subscribe. It doesn't cost a lot every month, and you will enjoy all the content. I promise. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll get this show on there. Chris keeps asking me, but I have to learn how to do the back end of it first. I'm working on the front end. Start in the beginning, work your way back, right? Okay. Alrighty. So, hello, Bob. I see you. So many people. I'm so grateful to all of you for watching and always participating. It makes my heart so happy. Okay, so I haven't asked Athena tonight, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that real quick because the show is all about the guests. And let's see here. Okay, I'm doing it. Ready, set, here we go. Okay, so it says, Dear Athena, I was wondering if you would consider giving me some advice as to how to go about finding a good used bike to purchase as my first ride. I want a Harley, but I feel I am a late starter at 46 years old. Stay safe, Mary C., Chieftain, Florida. Okay, Miss Mary. Well, let's see. How do we start out? I would like to say the best way to find a used motorcycle for your first ride. First, I tell everyone, you want to go ahead and you want to go to like an Eagle Rider rental or a local place that you know is safe, that has good reviews, and rent some different models of motorcycles and see what you're comfortable with. Take out the insurance. That way, if you dump it or you hurt it, it's not a big deal and it can be repaired. That's after you take the rider course. So if you haven't taken the rider course, send me an email. I'll send you a rider course certificate so that you can go ahead and get that done. And then from there, I have people that are over in your area that if you need someone to go and look at a motorcycle, they can do that for you just to make sure that it hasn't been underwater, that, the issues that it has, up front, fresh tires, batteries, things like that are always good to look for. And there's some things. And if we can't find somebody, just give me a heads up. Let me know. I'll come over there and I'll check it out for you. I would love to. All right. Michael Jordan, I see you. I see so many people. I'm so happy about it. Okay, so for those of you that watch the show, I always ask my guests for a charity or an organization that they support. So what I like to do tonight, since our wonderful Miss Jennifer Lawrence Agosto, gave me her charity. We're going to do a dose of goodwill. Hold on one second. All right. So, no, that's not it. Miss Athena's pushing the wrong buttons here. I have it somewhere. Gotta love me. That's okay. I'm getting better, actually. On sabbatical. I'm gonna crack up laughing. You have to be self-sufficient. I gotta know how to work all the buttons. Gotta know how to do all the stuff. Okay, so it's here. A dose of goodwill. It was here. I'm looking for it. So it's One Heart for Women and Children, and that's oneheartorlando.org. So till I find the little slide, if you guys check it out, it's super, super awesome. And well, I messed that one up. My apologies to Miss Jenny and to the organization. I'll put it up on the website. Okay, now let's just do this here. We're going to go ahead. I'm excited because, as you guys know, the show is always about the guests. I love that I'm fortunate to know so many incredible people and have them as part of my friends and my family. All of them my family. I bring them to you so I can share them with you all and with the rest of the world because they are that incredible, and I think so. And so that's my show, and that's what matters, right? You guys are going to love our guest tonight. I'm going to go ahead. Now, Miss Jenny is, not only is she a rider, okay, she's just an all-around, let's do it, let's go for it kind of chick. She inspires me. She always has kind words to say. I wouldn't want to arm wrestle with her though. She'd probably kick your ass. So she's beautiful. She is someone that absolutely, when I tell you, is no BS. If you say, let's go, and she says, okay, you're going. So I love that about her too. And her man, the two of them are perfect together, Sir Tony. And if you guys, once we do the interview and you see all the pictures, when you guys see them out, you have to stop and get to know them. At least have a slight hello or a smile, share any of that, because they are fantastic people. Okay, so we're going to get on with the pictures here. I got this. There she is, Miss Gorgeous. And she is beautiful. Not only beautiful on the outside, but she is beautiful on the inside too. And she rides the shit out of her motorcycles. Look at that. And she has a few. So when she feels like she wants to ride that, she rides it. She wants to ride the other one, she rides it. I can't wait to ask her the questions. So these are photos. Of course, we know Facebook and stuff like that. When we copy them, sometimes you'll have the comments in there, but I put them in there anyways. So in the middle, you could see them in the beginning. They're so cute. And we'll get into all of that. Just gorgeous landscape. She travels everywhere. No BS. Look how beautiful. She fishes. She rides. She does all of it. Okay. There she is out on the water. I get seasick just looking at it. I want to go on the high seas rally, but I got to work that out. And look, there they are. She's always fun. She's always having fun. They're just a blast. And of course, you know, she's got her hand in the right place in that one photo. Gotta love that. She has a great sense of humor. Okay. And look, they're so gorgeous in their jeans and t-shirts. And then the other side, when they get dressed up, man, look at that couple out on the town. Gotta love it. Now, we've shared some special times together. Look at this. And again, like I said, they ride everywhere. They will go. That is a motley crew there. Tony taking the selfie, and she's in the back like, yep, I'll make you all look good, because she does. I love her so much. All right, group shots. And listen, look at the picturesque, but you can see the backdrops, but look at everybody's smiles. That's because she actually is a joy to be around. So I love that. Now this one's super special. This is that's Elvis Presley's house, the house he was born in. This was last year on the trip to Clarksdale, Mississippi, which we will be doing again the end of May. Anybody who wants to go, you check Barry Wardlaw's Facebook page, mine, any of us. It's incredible. It is fantastic. Just the time that we get to have together and spend together. And then when we get there, they're going to have, in Clarksdale, they're having a big block party. Deke, who is a harmonica master, Charlie Musselwhite will be there. Hopefully Benny Turner will be there again. It's Sheila Spike. I mean, so everybody in that picture, Tony, you just on and on, Rogue and Tony and Jenny and Miss Gypsy and Bob and just everybody. So if you haven't done that or you weren't planning on it, you still have time. You need to. And we take our friends and relatives that we lost to the crossroads and we leave them there. Send me an email. I'll tell you all about it. All right, look at these pictures. See, there's another one of her badass rides. I believe that's her Shovelhead. And then the gorgeous couples out having fun. We live in Florida, so there's always water. Look at that smile. Like, she's just always ready. She is just always ready. Sharing a smile, making people feel good. That's who she is. And then look, see, she makes me smile. She's such a character too. And Bill Dodge, look, it's hard to get him to make a real smile with teeth. And look at that. She got it. I'm so excited. That was very cool. Okay, without further ado, if I can push these buttons correctly. Okay, I can do that. There's me. All right, so we're going to bring her in. Let's do this. Hi, beautiful. How are you?
Hi.
There you are. How are you? It's so good to see you.
You too.
I love it. Are you ready for our trip?
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Oh, that's so cool.
I can't wait. I'm in like preparation mode now.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I've already got a little pile of stuff and I'm staging my packing, for getting all my gear for the ride. Yeah.
right. That's right. And I don't know how you do it, but you always you look good and you're fashionable, but I've seen you, like me, wear the same clothes opposite days, go through our stuff, switch it up, It's like you can make fashion out of a tour pack, like the basic stuff.
my secret is just wear all black. Black always goes with black. You can't doesn't show the dirt. And yeah, you can rewear and mix it up and whatever.
I love your backdrop. Where are you right now?
I'm in my kitchen.
Oh,
this is
that's gorgeous.
I'll show you a little bit more. We just redid our kitchen. There's my nice new some of my nice new cabinets, but this is like my big kitchen window, and I have plants hanging here. And my friend gave me these roses, so for Easter. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Good work. Very good work for sure.
Yeah.
So, how have you been?
I've been good. Good in my soul. This has been a challenging year for me. I was really sick at the beginning of the year and ended up having to take a bunch of time off of work. And then, of course, like, I'm a hairdresser. I work for myself. So we don't really get time off, most of us who work the way I do. We just work double time to make up for the time that we took to do something else besides work. So, and I really haven't been able to do that this time. It's been a little slow. That's why I say I'm getting ready for this ride. This ride to Clarksdale is my goal. So I've been going out for little rides. I've got my bike all maintained and set to go. And yeah. I'm getting my stamina back for riding, because I didn't even ride. I didn't even get on my bike for a long time. Even during Bike Week Daytona, I wasn't feeling good. So I'm feeling a lot better now, and I'm ready to hit it.
That's good. And it takes a while. It takes a while to recondition, especially when stuff happens like that and it's unexpected and there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to get yourself back in the groove.
Yep.
Go for it.
And the bounce back takes a little longer these days.
I
just turned 60 and I'm like, oh my God. It was like a cut off. Like who I used to be and who I am now. Right? It's like I got to take some concessions, but it's all good. It makes me slow down and enjoy stuff in a different way.
You look fabulous. So
thanks.
No one would ever know. Like, and I'm not far behind you, but
I'm in the business, so
I love it. So, what do you have? What do you got coming up? What do you got coming up?
Well, I got a little pre-Clarksdale ride coming up. I'm going to South Carolina with a girlfriend of mine, and Tony. Tony's coming too. But in one of those pictures was the girl with the other long blonde hair. That was us in Alaska. She travels with us a lot. I'm sure people have things to say and they think that Tony has like a girlfriend and a wife, but she's my girlfriend, not that kind of girlfriend. She's just my ride. Right. She's my ride or die girl. And she and I have like almost matching bikes, and we just take off and go. We just go for miles and miles and miles, and we ride alike, and we just get along great. So
is it the picture where she's
this is her?
Yeah,
this is her. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
So we're going up to South Carolina and just do some easier, not hard riding. And then Clarksdale will be the next, the next one. And then after that, we're going to Montana. We're going to ride out and back. I rode out in 22 with that group of guys. I was the only girl on that ride, but I've been riding with those guys since, probably 2007, I think, was when we all kind of started riding a bunch together. Yeah, these guys.
That's
and
funny.
They're my motorcycle gang, and their girlfriends and wives and stuff. And you saw that picture of all us girls up in the flowers. That's up on the Beartooth Pass.
On Beartooth, I was going to ask that because I've been there, but what time of year was that you got the?
Let me tell you, that doesn't happen every year.
No.
And we have hit it, I think, 3 times. We've hit those flowers, but because I've been to that ride, I was adding it up the other day. I think this year will be our 13th time doing that. And but you don't get those flowers every time. It's rare, and they're only like that for like a day or two.
A day, yeah, because I've never seen them. I've heard about them.
It smells like you wouldn't believe. It is the most glorious smell riding through those. It's just incredible.
I love
incredible. So I'm crossing my fingers you know,
Right.
that, yeah. So
So
we haven't been there in 2 years. So we had to, oh, not 2 years. Excuse me. We skipped a year.
you skipped here. Tony says you guys also got surrounded by buffalo. He's
Oh,
commenting
that's
in here.
crazy. That was the most exciting, like spiritual, mystical experience. Unbelievable. I felt like I was communing with the soul of the buffalo right next to me, like this. His eye was as big as this.
Oh shit!
You'd see the reflection of us. I wish I took a picture of our reflection in this buffalo's eye. It was amazing.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And they weren't aggressive in any manner. Like,
No, they licked the motorcycles.
really?
They licked them. Yeah.
That's see, there's something crazy that because you got the flowers and you didn't get attacked by the buffalo. You guys must be like, you must be Native American spirits. Like,
there's a story in my family, but I haven't tried to confirm it. Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows?
Who knows?
But I felt special. I definitely felt special.
That's amazing. I mean, really.
Yeah.
So now you're going to Montana and you're gonna ride. You're riding down and riding through Sturgis and all that stuff.
No, we're not going to stay for Sturgis. We're going out. There's a little rally out there at the time that we go. I mean, it's small and it's so cool. And that little town of Red Lodge, right, is at the base of the Beartooth Pass. So we stay in Red Lodge, and we've been going there so long. We've made a whole bunch of friends there. The original reason we went there was Tony's brother, who died, actually, had built a house out there near Red Lodge. So we went out there to see his house and stay in the house. And a friend of his that had worked for him for years had another house on the same property. It was like 300 acres or something out there.
Okay.
And so he introduced us to the Beartooth Rally. And once we did that, I was like, we've got to come back again. So and we went through Yellowstone. We did all this stuff. It was like magical tour, magical. And then so we've been really going back ever since and bringing people out there with us. And this little rally is so fun. It has 2 days of poker runs. And then the third day is a rodeo at the real rodeo grounds. Oh. And it's just a blast. It's just like, it's like good, like, you know, like good people, simple people, values, and it's just so nice. So nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like back the day before it was all, everybody was riding motorcycles.
And so, of course, we go up there and ride like the wind through these amazing roads and gorgeous scenery and just have so much fun. Yeah.
I love that. And so that's the Bone Daddy Motorcycle Rally is what Tony said.
Correct.
Okay. Very cool. That is super. And they have a motorcycle rodeo?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
With like weenie bite and slow races and barrel races. And
I love that.
And then this guy, Dana Bowman, parachutes in with the American flag and swirls the flag the whole way down. And then he lands and everybody comes out. All these veterans come out and help him fold the flag. And it's amazing. And he is amazing. That guy was in a parachuting accident and lost both his legs. Oh, so he has 2 titanium, like bionic legs that he actually parachutes on. You should look this guy up at you guys. If anybody is interested, I mean, who wouldn't be interested?
I want to have him on the show. I'm going to look him up.
Dana Lee Bowman. He's incredible.
That's
incredible.
Awesome.
He was a Golden Knight parachuter with, I think, is that the Army? I'm not that good at all that stuff. But I mean, I know this guy's name. He is so cool. Yeah.
Well, definitely. I definitely look him up, and everybody should do that. I love that. And Kevin Baxter says hello. We see you, Kevin. Tony's commenting in, which is super cool. That's so nice. Her man.
That's my husband. Yeah, Tony.
He's commenting, and I love that. I absolutely love that. So then, Montana. What time of year is that event?
That is July. It's the 3rd weekend in July. So we leave. I can't remember. We leave it on like the 12th. Okay. And then the rally, I'm looking at my calendar. The rally is probably the 19th, 20th, and 21st.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's just 3 days, right? And you just never know. But the streets are just full of people. There's bands, and it's just a blast. It's just a
I love
blast.
it.
Like rallies are, but this one is just
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
homegrown.
small.
It's
It's
yeah, it's
small.
homegrown. It you
Yeah,
get to
there's
know
no
the local
traffic.
community.
If you
Right.
run into traffic, it's because there's road construction. Because in Montana they can only do the construction in the summer.
Yep.
So, but when there's road construction, everybody gets out and talks to each other, and then you get back on your bikes and you hit it. Yeah.
I love it. That is fantastic. That is so cool. All right. So and then after that you're not doing Sturgis this year, but you'll do Bike
We are
Toberfest
not this year because we just have too many things to do. Like, what a terrible
Right.
problem, right?
Right.
The next one we do after that is the Lake of the Ozarks.
Oh yeah.
Has another like one weekend small rally there. And we have a dear friend who just built a house on the lake. And he makes us his guest and takes super, super good care of us. And a few of our friends have started a bike show there.
Cool.
And so I love that. And I help out. I got back behind the little registration thing and did all that stuff the last time, and a bunch of pretty bikes. So we had a good time with that.
Very, very cool. That is super cool. And I love that event. I haven't had the opportunity to be there yet. But
well, come on.
People. I need to. I think that's the weekend. I think that's the weekend after the smokeout.
That's
so
right.
North Carolina, just zoom over and maybe I'll hit
zoom
you right
over,
Randy. Yeah, we could possibly do that. I'm making a
zoom
plan.
Right over.
I'm working on upgrading. I have my shovel head, but if I take my shovel head, I usually have to leave a day or two before everybody else because I have to have the evenings to ride, wrench, repeat. So I'm gonna upgrade.
I'm telling you, so my favorite bike, it's a 21 Street Glide. I don't want to ride anything else anymore.
That's awesome.
It's so smooth. It performs so well. I've never had anything like that. It's just, right? I mean, you can't keep me off it. And I will say I ride way too fast on it. Like, don't tell anybody. But every time I get a ticket, my husband posts a picture of me on Facebook with the cops behind me. But yeah, Ticket Clinic is very happy I got that bike.
I love it.
I mean, and it's I just want to go, and no ride is too long, and I don't get off the bike tired and beat up, and I can bring some stuff, like you say, how do you look cute? Right. Well, because I can pack a lot of shit on that bike.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I want to be fashionable, I have to pack a box and send it in UPS to wherever I'm going.
Yeah.
And then send it back.
Yeah, I've got 2 saddlebags, the trunk, and I put a huge waterproof duffel on the seat behind me so I can kind of lean on it. It's just wonderful.
And so before we get into the questions, I have a question to ask you about last year at Clarksdale. Did you leave a belt behind?
I don't know.
Chain belt. It had like 3 rows of chain, Harley Davidson belt. And it was like leather and chain. Look in your stash and see, because somebody left a belt. I have it. And I still can't find out whose it is.
I don't think that's mine. I think I would remember.
Well, I'm bringing it back to Clarksdale. So whoever it belonged to, if they were there last year, hopefully they'll get it back. Because
wear it. They'll be like, oh my God, where did you get that belt?
I love it. Got it here last year. Why is it yours? That's too funny.
Yeah.
All right. So I know you know the premise of the show. So are you ready for some questions?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to do the fun ones first. And feel free to elaborate whatever you want. It's an adult show, so we won't be offended. People say the strangest shit here. I have the strangest friends.
Okay.
Okay. So dogs or cats?
Cats. I mean, I love dogs, but I don't want to own one.
Why is that?
Because you have to take care of them too much. I mean, my kids are grown and they take care of themselves mostly now. And cats yeah. They're much easier to get a sitter for.
I like that. I absolutely like that. Very much so. Okay. So apples or oranges?
Both.
Both? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you put peanut butter on your apples, or you just eat them stock?
No, I'm allergic to peanuts.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Holy shit.
Not death allergic, but I just get hives.
Right? Yeah. Okay. I understand that for sure. I'm the same way with mangoes. Avocado, other way around. My face swells like I go straight. Well, now I have an EpiPen because a friend of mine gave it to me. So,
Yeah. Oh, that's
yeah,
right. Yeah.
that's right. Yeah. So I carry that with me. It's in my purse. I carry it.
Good.
There. So okay, hotel or camping?
Hotel.
Hotel.
Preferably one with a Starbucks in the lobby.
Okay.
And
Like you gotta have your stuff. I like Coca-Cola. I want bubbles. I don't want Pepsi. I want Coke. So I get it.
yeah,
I totally get that.
I can
John.
camp, but my husband doesn't like to camp. And honestly, like now that I haven't camped in a long time, I probably can't camp.
Right. Is
I
he
probably
one of those? Is he one of those camping is no HBO or Cinemax?
No, he likes a real bathroom and a hot shower.
Yeah.
To himself. He doesn't want one that you have to walk down some campground to. So yeah.
That was fine in our 20s and our 30s, and it wasn't as populated. You know, again, the runs and the events and things we did were smaller. So yeah. Definitely, I understand that. Okay, so it's too funny because so you see, it's Athena After Dark. I'm still working on my lighting. When I get I'll get my ring light. I look like, Godzilla happened there. So I turn it around, and I love that. I don't have a prompter anymore, but I know most of my questions. So we'll just keep going. So slow or fast? I don't know why I'm asking you this because I already know the answer.
But slow can be good too, If
Depends
we're talking about riding
doing.
Motorcycles, though, I like fast.
Fast. Oh, I absolutely love it. You are such a badass. Let me turn my light back. Wow, that's funny. Okay, so would you say making or breaking?
Oh, making. Yeah. I like breaking speed limits, breaking rules, yes. But making, I'm a creative person.
Right.
I'm a hairdresser, so I'm always creating and making people feel good and feel beautiful mostly. And making.
That is so awesome. It's such a rewarding thing to do too. I went to beauty school. I went to beauty school when I was like 15, and I was halfway through, and everybody always wanted to cut my hair and do my nails. And I was I had this lady in the chair, and I was doing her hair, and she said something, and I said, oh, she was talking about her husband. And I said, well, your hair's going to look so beautiful for him. She was getting her hair done to go to his funeral. I just quit. I couldn't do it. I quit. I was like, okay, that's it. Because I was like 15 or 16. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not that girl. Like, I can't, because you don't know. Of course, I've learned, but I was mortified. I just didn't know what to think of that because, the hairdresser, the barber, you're like the psychologist. You have to know how to bounce
and I'll tell you,
off.
When somebody dies, we're the first one they call. Like they call right after they call the Undertaker or whatever, they call us.
Right.
They got to get their hair done.
Yes.
They got to look good.
They have to look presentable and everything like that for sure.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, I was mortified by that for sure.
Well, you would have been great because you're very good at talking to people, and that's really most of it.
Yeah, it's not.
It's communication.
I've tried the cutting part. Doesn't work. I can paint the nails, but my mom actually ended up going after me. She was a really good hairdresser. Didn't work out. So, okay, next question. Sunshine or moonshine?
Sunshine.
I like sunshine. I like riding in the moonshine too, but the sun is warm.
I can't see that good in the dark anymore. And there's like where we live, there's animals everywhere. So, I'll ride if I have somebody's taillights to follow, but it's not my favorite thing to ride in the dark anymore.
Okay. I agree with that because you guys you're up northern Florida area and they have deer and everything. Like here we don't. We have raccoons and possums. Like that's the extent of it, somebody's dog. But yeah, no, you have real critters there for sure. All right. So let's ask, what is your favorite road food?
My favorite what?
Road food, like food.
Road food. Well, that's a problem for me because I have a bunch of different food allergies, peanuts among them. So a lot of times on the road, I bring my own, I just put stuff in my saddlebag so that I can make sure that I don't hit something that I'm allergic to while I'm out. So I pack like a couple of juices and these bars that I know I'm not allergic to and beef jerky and lollipops. Like that's what I survive on until I get somewhere.
I love it. That's awesome. That is fantastic. So what's your favorite song? What's your favorite song? You have a quick one.
I mean, like, that's hard to say because, I mean, at different times in my life, lots of different songs have been my favorite songs.
Right?
And but so I guess I will say that my song that Tony picked for our wedding, which was Tupelo Honey,
Oh, I love
and by Van Morrison, which I could just listen to Van Morrison only probably for the rest of my life and not get bored.
Same here.
So yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so then if you were a superhero, who would you be?
I would be Batgirl because she rides a motorcycle.
I love that. I love that. That is awesome.
She doesn't
Okay.
have as many superpowers, right? Because she's a regular person, but you know.
I love it. Spike is on here and he says that you gave him a haircut and trimmed his beard.
Daryl! Yes, I did. I gave I'm looking at some of these comments now. Oh my god.
Daryl's all happy about the lollipop comment. He likes
Yeah,
that
I see that. I see that. Yeah, and I did. I gave Spike a haircut and a beard trim. I thought he looked like $1,000,000. Yeah.
Of course. He's a handsome devil. Miss Sheila, she compliments him though. She makes him look good too. So I'd have to say that. All right. So then if you were
This guy called me Karen. He said, Karen, shut the door, get on your bike and ride.
Let's see, who is that? I'm going back because I can do that now. Kevin Baxter thinks Tony is Tony Pan. No, Mr. Baxter, it's not Tony Pan, but it's another good Tony. Like I missed the Karen one though, but that's okay. That's okay. There's one in every crowd, so we'll move on.
Yeah.
But, so I know you don't drink, but if you were a beverage, what would you be? It doesn't have to be alcohol.
I just water. I drink water all the time, and I think I would just be water.
You would just be water?
Because water is smooth, and I don't know. I think I just kind of go with everything most. I try to anyway. I
have to say I agree with that. I would definitely say that's for sure. All right, so you ready for some of the serious questions?
Yeah. Give them to me.
Okay. How did you get into motorcycling?
Okay. My Uncle Nick, I think I was about 5 or 6 years old, had a Norton, and he was living with my dad and mom at the time because their parents were both deceased. So, and he's younger than my dad. So he had a Norton, and he took me for a ride. And they say when I came back in and I said, cars are just stupid. Nobody needs all that extra stuff around you. Nobody needs 4 wheels, 2 are enough. And I'm never getting a car. I'm only going to ride motorcycles. So I started riding dirt bikes with my friend's older brothers, and trail bikes first and dirt bikes. And then I got my first bike when I was 18. It was an enduro on off-road. And I had to kickstart it, which I didn't really love. I don't really love kickstarting bikes. I mean, I did it, but I don't love it.
Right.
And then a few years later, I got my first Harley was a Sportster. It was a 79, and it was not in the best condition. So it was something that was always a project. We were always working on it. When I finally got it all together and got it painted, I painted it hot pink.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then it was a while before I had another one because I spent all my money on stupid shit like drugs and booze. So when I finally I got some sense about me, and I decided I really wanted to live, and that stuff was killing me. So I got straightened up, and then I thought I wouldn't ride though, because it's funny, I thought, and it's funny now that I'm clean, I meet people all the time in the motorcycle world that they're not doing what I was doing, right? They don't drink much, they keep their shit together because they want to ride, they want to keep riding.
Right.
And so anyway, it wasn't until I met my husband that he was like, yeah, you're going to ride. And I was like, okay. And so there's a picture in there with me in a ape hangers and a purple shirt on. And that was the first bike I got when I was in recovery. And that just like, boom, from then on, I've always been riding. But it was him. He made it possible. He really did.
That is so cool. And,
Yeah.
you know, of course, every day is the next day. But there are, you say, a lot of people that don't do it because they want to ride and stuff. But there's a lot of people who, the same way, you know, they shouldn't even be here right now, but they got themselves together and they choose to just keep riding and keep enjoying life. And the rest of that shit doesn't enhance it at all. It's actually being without it enhances it. Yeah.
My life is so much more enhanced now than, and I can remember sitting one day, Tony and I had gone for a ride and we were sitting at this event, and we're looking around and it's dusk and a lot of people were drinking and they were all on bikes, and we were like, oh, this is not I wonder if anybody, I hope nobody gets hurt on the way home, was what we were thinking. And it was the first time I realized how I wasn't worried at all about the ride home. You know, I wasn't worried at all. So yeah, my life has gotten nothing but better since then. And I've done so much more riding. It's definitely, yeah.
Right, because that's the time that all the other stuff took up. Now you have to ride and do stuff. Exactly. That is cool. So if you could tell everyone what has been or is or was your biggest challenge in motorcycling, because everybody has challenges, so we like to share those.
My biggest challenge? You mean like a challenging ride, or
like,
I don't know.
Some
we
people
rode back from Clarksdale last year. We left under very cloudy skies in a cold front. And I, of course, because I was trying to pack all cute stuff, I didn't pack my rain suit. And was I sorry. It took us 12 hours to get home in the rain, and the temperature kept dropping. It was like 60-ish degrees. And I was just like shivering and shaking, but we made it the whole way. By the time we got home, it was dark. I didn't have any clear glasses. I was only using the shield on my motorcycle helmet, which was tinted. I was just like not prepared to ride in the dark because I don't like to do it anymore. And I thought we'd make it home before then. We had a little mishap on the way. The whole thing, that was a challenging ride. But I got back and I was like, yes, if I can do that, I can do anything.
Exactly. And that is the cool part about all that is, you know, once you get through something, you're just like, shit, I did that. You know,
12 straight hours soaking wet in the rain, and it's dark. Getting dark.
Getting dark. Yeah. Because you guys left early. I remember you did leave pretty early.
We did. We should have been home a couple hours before that, but you know.
I love it. Okay. So what is your favorite motorcycle?
The one I'm riding now.
The one
I love that thing. I love that thing. And if not that one, that shovelhead, that black shovelhead. Oh, that's a gorgeous bike. I love that bike. Now that bike, Tony's brother that died built that for Tony.
Okay.
And, so that's a very bike in my heart. And, you know, like I only got to meet Tony's brother about 3 months before he knew he was dying when I met him. And he was just a remarkable person. Some of the stuff that he said to me is never, ever going to leave me. And, and so, yeah, so that bike. And I always feel very privileged to be able to ride it. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite route that you've ever ridden, like out of all of them?
The Beartooth Pass.
Yeah.
That Beartooth Pass. Oh my, I just love it. It never is the same 2 times in a row. As many times as I've ridden it, it's never been the same twice. Yeah. And
that is cool.
Yeah.
Now, for those that don't know, that's in South Dakota, right?
No, it's Montana.
Oh, Montana. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I keep thinking of what's the one out there? I can't think of it.
The Needles Highway?
No, there's
one. The Needles Highway?
It's out like by the drag race. Like when you go into the Buffalo Chip, if you make a left at the drag strip and you go out just before where the Broken Spoke used to be, it's, I'll remember. 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll sit up and go, damn, that's what it is. I'll text you. I'll be like, no, wait till tomorrow to text her.
That's good. That's a gift, right?
Yeah, that is a gift. That is absolutely a gift. So, I guess if you had to pick a
Spearfish.
rally,
The Spearfish Canyon.
oh, it is.
That's what it is.
Okay. It's in Spearfish. Hi, Mark. We see you. Hi, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl says that you would be champagne because you're bubbly and full of flavor. I like that.
Daryl.
Is he a stalker? Oh my goodness! Between
Yeah,
lollipops, champagne. Tony's like, yeah, I know who he is. Don't worry, I got his number. That is too funny. Okay, so what would be your favorite event or rally?
It's that Bone Daddy rally.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, and a close second. I mean, I love the big rallies. Don't get me wrong; they're amazing. Sturgis, Daytona are the two biggest ones that I've been to. But that one in the Ozarks is really becoming one of my favorites also. And yeah, the bike show that I helped out with, that Woody and Marilyn put it on.
Oh,
so,
from the buffalo chip.
Yes.
Yeah,
so I get a little piece of buffalo chip when I go there. So it's just like, it's easier when I don't have to spread myself out. There's so much going on at once, and you don't have to pick and choose as much, and I get out and actually ride, and there's not much traffic. I like that a lot.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. That is cool. You know what? If you need help with the bike show, tell Woody and Marilyn. I'll come help you guys. I'd love to.
See?
That would be awesome.
That sounds like a plan.
They're just so, and Tony, Woody's daughter, is so incredible. I don't know if you met Tony yet, but she's
I don't know.
Amazing.
I might have met her and not known she was his daughter.
I'll make sure next time to put the correlation together, because they're just part of our heart, it's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's ask, who's your childhood hero?
My dad.
Your dad?
Oh yeah, my dad. My dad, definitely. He is like, they don't make him like that anymore. Like the best provider, always loved me no matter what. And he is also in recovery, and he found recovery way before I did, while I was still being completely crazy and rebellious and everything. And he claims that, and I believe him, because I know, like, people, our attitudes and our wishes and our dreams and our hopes and our prayers, I think, contribute to other people's lives. Yeah. And so he believes he prayed me into recovery, and ever since that, he's always been my champion. He's just always been my champion. So yeah, definitely my dad. Yeah,
dads have a way of doing that for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely love that. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go ahead and keep on. I'm sitting in the dark here. I'm like, I used to have a prompter with all my questions on it, and then I was like, yeah, okay. Because then you have to look over here, and then I'm not looking at the camera, and then Don would leave notes, look at the camera, before he left tonight, he's like, you look great, look at the camera, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, so who would you say your motorcycle hero would be?
That is so hard to pick one.
You can pick more than one.
I'm gonna pick, you.
Oh,
I'll pick you first. I'll go with the girls first. So, and Gloria.
Yeah.
Right? Vivian.
Yes.
This cool chick I met this last summer, this girl, M Powered. I met her in the Ozarks. She rode up there, and let's see, who else?
I might know her.
I don't know.
I think I met her.
You will. She'd be a good one on the show.
I'd love to have her. That would be awesome. Yeah. I would love that.
And then guys, like, I gotta say, Barry, I love him so much.
He's awesome.
I mean, all these guys, like, I've met so many just amazing people. A lot of people through the Sons of Speed.
Yes.
That we made so many beautiful connections with people through the Sons of Speed. Like, we don't do the race anymore. We decided to do some other stuff, but I can't say enough how great that experience was, and how many amazing people we met. So yeah, heroes are like way too many to count.
Okay, I like that. At least you're honest about it, and you got more than one, so that's a really good thing. Okay, so what's the most fun you've ever had on a motorcycle?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little.
Yeah. Up on the Beartooth Pass, though, for sure. That's
Okay.
where, yeah.
With your man.
Yeah, with
Sure.
him. You know, last time we were up there, and that was when I had ridden my own bike all the way up to Montana. And we went through Estes Park and the $1 Million Highway and all this stuff in Colorado after riding through a lot of hot, flat shit to get there.
Right.
And then I mean, through Wyoming, I was practically sideways through this wind and sandstorm. And we finally get up to these cool, beautiful, wide, smooth, winding roads. And I mean, just the one day we were there, like nobody was around. And all the other guys went off, you know, and me and Tony were just riding together. And it was just so special, so nice. So
that is awesome. That's
probably
cool.
the most fun ever.
That's the most fun ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's too funny. Okay, so then, yeah, I'm in the dark over here. I'm working on lighting. I have all this lighting stuff. It seems like everything. I got to get one. Remember when we were doing the movie and they had all those like little tents that went over the lights? I got to get one of those because every time I turn the light on, it shines in that picture behind me, and all
it makes
light.
A glare spot. Yeah,
yeah, it's pretty funny. Oh, Miss Sunny Ray. She's so funny. I'm lucky. Again, we have so many people. And your husband said, he commented floozy. I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay, so then what's your craziest motorcycle breakdown story? Memory.
So we were riding to Daytona one time, bunch of friends, some of those guys that we went to that are our little crew, our riding crew, which we call ourselves the window washers, and that's a whole long story too. Ooh. But
I want to hear that one.
Okay, well, and I'm wearing the shirt. Okay, so look, here's my window washer shirt. Note the bloody squeegee.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So the window washers is really, it's not that long. It's just that there's a movie with Clint Eastwood, and one of the lines in there is, well, there's a bike club in the movie, and they're called the Black Widows.
Right.
And
every which way but loose, is that the one?
Yeah. And so the one guy, I can't remember who says it, but they says, you don't look like any Black Widows, you look like a bunch of window washers to me. So a friend of ours just dubbed us the window washers, and we were like, yeah, we'll take it. That's cool.
Love it.
So then our friend Vance, of course, who this story is about, had shirts made, you know, so it was official, and that's it. We're the window washers. So
I love it.
So we were all riding to Daytona, and Vance is riding, and he's got this one chick on the back, and she is just crazy. And so they like hit it, and they go like speeding by us, and she's like, suck it. And right then, smoke comes flying out of his bike. He blew it up. So of course we all pull over on the side of the road, and I'm like, fuck that motorcycle, Vance, let's go buy another one. And he goes, yeah, I think I might. So we went and bought another motorcycle.
I love it. Did he continue?
He got
on
that
with
one
the girl?
fixed enough to limp it in and trade it. Yeah.
I was gonna say, did he continue on with the girl, or did he leave her with the motorcycle?
Oh, they're just friends. They're still friends. Actually, she introduced him to the girl that he's with now. To his girlfriend that he's with now, that he's been with for years.
I love that. I absolutely love that. I know folks like that for sure. Okay, so then what would be your most memorable motorcycle experience? Memory.
That's another one I can't pick. It's too many. But probably that ride out west.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
When
it was another really good ride when the first time we went to the Ozarks, and we rode through the Ozarks. Those roads are fun. Missouri's got roads that are just like roller coasters.
Are they?
I mean, they go wind this way, but they go wind this way a lot. Like you catch air on the top of hills all the time. And so that's I really like it. Yeah.
I love it. So the speed demon, and she likes to catch air. I absolutely love that. So, Were you guys, when you guys were married, were there motorcycles? Like, did you have a motorcycle wedding or did you have a fancy or both?
We had like a motorcycle, fabulous, glamorous wedding all together. So yeah, it was funny because, and my girlfriends who like, I couldn't pick one maid of honor. I just had, or brides or whatever. I just had 5 maids of honor, no bridesmaid designations. Right. And I think had 5 or 6 and he had matching number. And so, but I wanted tuxedos. So the guys all wore tuxes, but they rode in on their bikes. And us girls came in a limo because I wasn't going to ride a motorcycle in my wedding dress.
Right.
And yeah, and it was fabulous. It was really cool. Yeah.
I hope to see pictures sometime.
Yeah, a lot of people came on bikes. It was funny because a lot of the girls that came on bikes, they packed a dress with them and changed.
Yeah. I would have done that. I'm with you on that. That is so cool. CJ Weber, we see you. He says, they say great conversation. Okay, so my next question would be, if you could go back and tell your 25-year-old self something, what would that be?
Oh my God, put that shit down. Get clean and recover now. Okay. That's what I would tell my 13-year-old, my 13-year-old self too. Yeah.
Yeah.
my 25-year-old self, you know, like, and I know like there's a whole lot of things that might have changed that I wish they wouldn't, you know, because I did get married when I was 25. I had my first baby at 26 and my second at 28. And, you know, so maybe that wouldn't have turned out the same way, and I wouldn't trade my kids for anything in the world. But if I could have done the same stuff and not had some of the same mess, you know, I probably would have done a lot more really cool stuff. So that's what I would say. Cool.
That is awesome. That's cool that you're open about it and that you share that. You know what I mean? That matters, because there's people who go through all kinds of things and they need to know that everybody has trials and tribulations. And sometimes it's definitely better to be without it than to be with it. You know? That's just how it is, for sure.
For me,
yeah. If
anybody can do it and have fun, more power to you. But it just wasn't fun anymore. It was making everything not fun.
Yeah. Life around you just gets to be too much.
Yeah.
Jose, we see you. We see you out there. Jose Torres, he likes to rope. I saw him with his first rope. I love it. Sunny Ray. Sunny says amen because she knows, because she's sober and she's been through a lot. And I'm lucky. I have so many people to look up to in the regard of them choosing life. Doesn't matter what your situation was.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, Athena, choosing life.
Yeah. Like you said, there's so much more you get to do. And I mean, it doesn't matter what it is that your addiction is, or what it is, or what you're recovering from.
Now it's motorcycles.
Right. And that one, you never ever want to recover from that one. You just want to keep that addiction. Right.
Never ever.
And that's cool because you get, like, again, you say, oh, I probably would have done more cool things, but at least you chose to live. And then now look at all the amazing things that you get to do with your amazing husband, who is also clean and sober. And I mean, you guys have decades under your belt too.
Yeah.
I love it. That's inspiring. It matters. Beaner has been like, I think 36 years.
Oh, he's I know.
I love that man.
I know.
I love him. And what a hoot. I want to go to Tennessee. I want to go whitewater rafting with him.
Let's go.
I want somebody to like have a seatbelt to wear that fly out of the fucking boat.
This is the thing, is I want to go when it's slow whitewater rafting. I don't want to go to the one where you get beat up and banged up all over the boat.
Right.
I did it in Montana, and a friend of ours is a guide out there. And so he took us, he says, don't worry, we're going where there's not really much white water. And that was plenty. I mean, we had a couple of little, but you didn't feel like you were going to get thrown out of the boat.
Yeah, that's the only part I worry about. But I'll go with you if you want to go. We should go see Beaner and do that. He's making that resort, like his bed and breakfast property. I can't wait to see that.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, I'll have to do
Plus, great riding around there.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic. For sure. I want to stay in the trolley. He made a trolley car, a hotel room. He put electric and water out there.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was pretty cool. So, all right. So, if you could go back, no, actually, we did that one. time and money didn't matter, and you could go on a road trip anywhere you wanted with anyone, where would you go and with who?
Well, Tony would go and Lisa would go. Probably my window washers would go. You could go.
I want to
And
go.
if money didn't matter, I'd make sure everybody had whatever bike they want for the ride. Right. And then if we needed to get anywhere, we could always just jump a little jet and go back and take care of business and then come back to your bike. And I would go all over the place, but I want to start in like Northern California and see the redwoods. And there's this thing you can like I would camp for this because you can sleep up in a hammock up in the redwoods.
Yes.
And then they have cool glamping tree houses too.
Yep.
So I really, 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 really want to do that. That's like one of my number one things on my bucket list. And then I want to keep going north and go up through into the Canadian Rockies. I want to see Mount Olympus and Mount Rainier. Oh, it's Mount Rainier out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I want to go to, I don't know if I want to ride all the way up to Canada because I hear that's a really boring road with a lot of concrete cracks in it. It's like,
depends on where you go.
I guess it depends. Yeah.
Yeah. If
I
you
don't
go
know.
to Alaska,
Yeah.
you go to Alaska and ride back through Canada.
If we have like
nice.
unlimited money, maybe we'll put our bikes on one of those cool little boats and we'll cruise up the coast and then get off and go riding when it's nice riding again. So I want to ride Alaska, and then maybe from there get on another boat and take it over, across the Pacific, and then we'll ride through there. Beaner can take us to Vietnam, right? Because he does those motorcycle tours through Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then just keep going. We'll go down through whatever, all those mountains, across the Alps, across the Himalayas, Alps, into Europe. Yeah.
Yeah, ride some of those places Gloria has in her book.
I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't stop. I would just keep riding. And, like if your bike breaks down, I'd just buy a new one.
I love it. That is so
or maybe
awesome.
take a little rest while they work on it. Who knows? Sometimes you need a little rest.
That's the best. I love that.
Yeah.
So would you tell us something about yourself that other people might not know?
Well, I don't know. I feel like I don't hold a lot back. Like my big passions in life are, my husband, my kids, helping people, my friends, and helping people in recovery, and riding my motorcycle. I don't know. I don't have much that's secret. Anybody can ask me anything, but it's hard to say it right here. Isn't that funny? I don't know.
Are you like a closet crocheter, or you do?
No, I can't sing at all. Matter of fact, if I were to sing, people would ask me to stop. That's true. It has happened.
Do you knit?
Huh?
Do you knit?
No, I can't knit. I can crochet, but I don't really.
Crochet.
I don't have any fancy crochet. I can make a scarf if I need to.
Nice.
I couldn't make a sock though.
That's awesome. Yeah. I never want to see anything crocheted ever again in my life. I spent the 70s as a child of people who all they did was crochet. And so every little vest that I had, every piece of was either.
Did you have that little form that you make the crochet daisy on, and then you crochet the daisies all together to make the vest?
These ladies made the little shirts and the whatever. And so we lived in the Redwood Mountains when I was little. And so my dad's best friend, he lived on the top of the mountain. A couple of his friends lived on the mountain, but one of the guys, Terry, lived in a tree. They burnt out the inside of the tree and they made me scared. It was really cool. And
this is like a dream of mine.
It was crazy. It is one of the most beautiful places you ever experience in your life. But it was the 70s, so it was definitely unique. It was communal living. Like it was almost like a commune. Everybody on the mountain was there because they legally weren't allowed to leave the mountain or they'd go to jail. So the governor said, if you stay there for 7 years, we'll grant you, immunity. So my dad was, it was a thing. But it was the crochet stuff, the big, when you went down to go fishing, it was the big straw hat, and then everything was denim skirts, nylon, and wooden clogs. We came to Florida and they still dress me like that. So, which is why Everybody says, "Oh, you're so tough." It's like, yeah, well, when your parents dress you like that at 6 and 7 in Florida, it's definitely you got to learn to stick up for yourself.
I guess so. Aw. Well, I was dressed weird too. We have a lot in common. My mom sewed all my clothes, or I had the crocheted stuff from my aunt. Yeah.
And my
But
nanny,
nobody else did that.
My nanny made pantsuits. Like she made this, I'll never forget this pink and white plaid pantsuit. But everything that she made for me, it had a tag that said "Made with Love" by Grandma.
I had the same tags. Oh my God, I had the same tags.
Yeah, children of the 70s is definitely it. So, okay, well, I guess the last thing I would ask you is if you would tell everybody here that's watching your 5 good things, because this is home of the 5 good things.
Okay, my 5 good things are, of course, my people. Number 1, like all my people, the family, the friends, the kids, my granddaughter. Oh my God.
Isn't that amazing? You never think you'll love anyone more than your kids, and then they have kids, and you're just like, shut the door. That happened? Oh, it's amazing.
And it's a whole new thing because I had 2 boys. Oh. And I mean, loving them was so, boy.
Oh, but
and then I get this little girl, and she just, oh my God, how fun was that? And then like now, then she just went through this weird stage. She went like through her teenage angst at like 9 years old, where she was rolling her eyes and she couldn't stand us, and you couldn't say anything right. We're so stupid about everything. And then she's out of it now, like in a minute. Like the other day, she's talking on the phone with me, and it was like, okay, I gotta go. You're just like going on and on and on.
That is so awesome.
Yeah. So and then like then of course just like my 5 great things. So I do like you talked about earlier, like when things to be grateful for. I do texts with people. Things to be grateful for, like what are you grateful for today? So I have a couple of people that I do that with, and it's really good for me because it keeps me connected. It keeps me from getting down about anything, because we all have stuff. Like I might look all bubbly all the time, but I'm not bubbly all the time. Right. There's something about me that everybody doesn't always know.
We're all like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it makes me think about, like what a miracle life is, and how precious it is too. Like, in a minute everything's great, but then in a minute it might not be. Yeah. And so it helps me appreciate. And then of course, okay, so what is that, 3? I watched your interview with Gloria earlier, and she got to 3 and she was like, I can't think anything else.
Like, that's it. Yeah.
4, my motorcycle. And then 5, what is it? 5. Oh, it's my home. My home. Oh my God. A few years ago, my dad, he said he didn't know what he was going to do. He didn't want to live by himself. He had a big, like 13-acre spread, and he said it was getting to be too much for him to take care of. And so he wanted out of that, but he didn't know what he was going to do. And my husband, he's amazing. He says, Al, we'll just move out there with you. And so we decided we were going to build a house on that 13 acres. And we decided that wasn't really what we wanted either. But what we found was 3 acres that was kind of similar to what he had out there, but it already had 2 houses on it. That was the other thing. My dad didn't want to live in our house. He wanted his own home. Yeah. So we have 2 houses right next door to each other. One's a little bit smaller than the other. My dad's got the little house. And my husband was able to build a big, huge warehouse to keep all of his motorcycles in. And my dad still gets to ride his lawnmower around because there's enough grass for him to cut out here. And it's just beautiful. What we've done since we've been here, a lot of different improvements. And I just love where we live. Like I look out the window and I see a whole bunch of trees. And yeah, we get to have parties that 200 people can come to, and it's so much fun. So much fun. Wait.
I can't wait to come and visit.
When I die, I want half my ashes thrown in the pond on the property and the other half in the Beartooth Mountains.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So now it's out there on the internet for posterity.
It's out there. My wishes have been stated.
Right. Nobody can
irrevocably
question it. And you're so, and I love that about the fact that you have your dad. I shared that with my dad. He's not here with me anymore, but enjoy every bit of that because they're just forever. He's always with me. There's nothing, but we are. It's amazing how we are such a big, huge part of them, and then how they are such a big, huge part of our heart. And when it comes to that time where you have to make those decisions, it's all about being together. You know what I mean? That's what's important in this world. There's no, and so many people miss out on that. You know what I mean? Like we moved into a duplex and so my dad could have his own place, and my daughter moved in with him in the one side of the duplex, my son on the other with us. And we had the dogs and the motorcycles, and he sat on the porch every day. And it was so pleasant and just a joy. You know what I mean? So and more power to you. I can't wait to meet your dad. He's awesome. He has to be awesome if he's your dad. I just know that. So
he is awesome. He is amazing. He just turned 85. And so he takes more naps than he used to, but he's fully cognizant.
That's cool.
He's just in great shape, and he loves life,
and he has a great granddaughter.
He has a great granddaughter.
That must make him so elated. That is so cool. I love that. Well, you are amazing. I can't thank you enough for being here and letting me share you with the world, because I love you so much, and I am so lucky to have so many incredible people that I love. And now when they all get to see each other, they get to meet each other, it just makes my heart happy. So
thank you.
You're so beautiful, and I love you.
I love you so much.
And give your man a big old hug and a kiss. Now, everybody, if you guys are out in the world and you see this lovely lady and her bodyguard, Tony, you'll see him. He's so cool. Make sure you give a shout out, say hello, and share a smile. It matters.
Yeah.
I love you, beautiful. And I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. All right. Bye, honey. Bye.
Bye, beautiful. All right. Okay, let's see. How do I do that? Let's go to the single screen. When you got to push your own buttons. I push my own buttons here. Here we go. All right. Okay. So, I did it. Yay, we did it. What a great show. I am so excited and so happy. I just have to say, I'm blessed. I truly thank all of you for always being here with me, all the comments, and everybody who watches and everybody who goes back and watches during the week. We're on it. So I'm practicing. I'm doing some stuff. I can push the buttons, so I know how to do it all. Not that I don't have help. I just like to know how to do things. And it seems like when you rely on somebody, if something happens, and, like Donnie did the night off because he was working. Thing one ran off with that brunette and redhead. Now he came back, and now he's gone with a blonde again. So anyways, you got to know how to be self-sufficient and do it. I love what I do here so much, and I love all of you. So I'm grateful to you all. Okay, so we're going to do real quick because I'm pretty sure I didn't do it. I'm going to do it now. All right, so we want to make sure we give a shout out to all our friends and our sponsors, okay? Techno Research, Cyclosource Magazine, Paco, S&S, Chicago Motorcycle Supply, Viking Bags, Willie's Tropical Tattoo. If you haven't been there, go get tattooed. If you haven't been there for a Chopper Time show, you're missing out. Baker Drivetrain, Open Road Radio, Miss Gina Wood. She's on an hour before us on Mondays, so check it out, openroadradio.com. Farm Life Creamery, Miss Laura Clock. Best cheese. She sends it everywhere. We're going to have a party just to have cheese sometime. I'm going to invite you all. All right, Palm Beach Harley, Tobacco Road Harley Davidson. Great people. Biker Bells, Teddy Moore's Harley Davidson, bikernet.com, Biker Lives Matter, Rogue, Miss Maggie's South Country Inn, best place to stay for a bed and breakfast in Daytona. And then, of course, Billy at Twisted Tea. There's a bunch of others. I'm working on the website. I'm doing pretty good. I'm kind of impressed with myself that I got it all done. I just have to upload it. You guys know it's very important to make sure that you share. So here we go. I'm sharing it with you. Okay, 5 good things. Remember, be kind to yourself and others. It matters. Share a smile with a stranger, damn it. Doesn't matter. Help someone who needs it, even if you need help yourself, because that is important. Find joy in one small thing every day. That seems to be the hardest chore for a lot of people to do. But once you do it, it becomes a habit, and it just makes you smile, and you have a peace inside that is unexplainable. And then, of course, to remember to spread your sunshine, even on the rainy days, because that is extremely important. All right, everybody. Well, check the website. We have a great guest. Next week is April 8th. We're going to have Sir Greg Liu here. He is, as Barry would say, the Pope of Panheads. So I'm really excited about that. We have some other great guests lined up after that. If you guys are out in the world, you see somebody you think should be on the show, shoot me an email. If you want to be on the show, shoot me an email. You can go on the website. Upcoming events, charity organizations, anything, send it to me. And when you guys send your Fan 5 Good Things, if you could start sending some pictures in JPEG format, that would be great, because I love to show everybody your wonderful smiling selves. And yeah, I'm excited to always have you in my life, and I'm blessed, and I know it. So, okay, I hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you next week, 10 p.m. I love you all, and you have a great chopper week.